Hello, today I'm going to be building the circuit from the 4.1 modular assignment. So first I'm going to start off with the ground. I'm going to grab a 12 volt supply, and then grab a 5 volt supply. Set this to 12, and wire into the emitter. I'm going to wire this to ground. I'm going to wire this in here. There we go. And I'm going to organize it. Put down a voltage, and then I'm going to put down a current and see what happens. So it's drawing 2 amps, 12 volts. Normally this would affect it. It's not for some reason. Normally this would limit the current, so as you drop this voltage, it would drop this voltage or current here. But to demonstrate what's gonna happen, I'm gonna put this to 1.2 volts. And it's dropping the current exponentially. It's not a linear relationship, so at 3 volts, it's like 5 times the current, then at 9 volts, 6 volts, it's more than double the current. Almost like a square function of this. So that's the circuit. So what you would do with this thing in a circuit, this thing can be used for a grid bias. And what you would do is you'd have this take an input voltage, and it would limit how much current goes through this BJT as it switches. So I think that's a very neat feature of these things. You control how much current goes through them. And since I don't have a BJT for the waveforms demonstration, what you would want to do is you want to take this schematic and you would add a resistor to the bottom and the top. Actually, not the ground, because you wouldn't need a resistor at ground. And one here and here, and then you would just measure the voltage after the resistor. I'm just going to move this whole thing down so you can read the schematic. There you go. Put this at 12 volts. Then you're again. Oh, weird, it's switching. That's weird. I'm going to ignore that for now. But this would just limit the current. Oh, that's why you're not grounded. This is 1 kilo ohm, but this you can set it to something as low as like 100 ohms just to limit the amount of current going through for your waveforms, because you don't want like 2 amps going through the waveforms for obvious reasons. But yeah, you can use this to limit the amount of current and voltage. So that's pretty cool. And that's the end of my video, and have a good rest of your day.